Hello guys, this is Golden Knight 27, just doing a discussion video for you guys today. Just wanted to give you guys some of my roots in Yu-Gi-Oh! And talk about how I first got into the game. It's not something that I've got an opportunity to talk about on this channel very much, so I just wanted to take the time to do so. My experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes back to, man, it must have been about 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Back when the game was very early, Legend of Blue Eyes was, just being released. And I remember the way that I got introduced to the game itself. I had seen the anime once or twice, I was just still kind of But once I discovered that there was actually a real card game that went with the TV show, that's when I got on board. My very first card that I ever received was a Japanese card. It was Trent, which if you're, not an old player, you're not going to remember Trent. It was a normal monster, normal earth type plant monster, and it was a tree with a face in it. It was a weird looking face, but that was my very first card that I remember ever physically owning. The way that I acquired that card, it was given to me by a friend at the time, and he had given me that. He had been into the game a lot, and he was trying to get me into the game. So Trent was my very first card in Japanese, and then followed by that, the next card that I remember the most was Sogen, the field card, 200 extra attack and defense to warrior and beast warrior type monsters. That was my very next card. I'm pretty sure I had some more cards in between my memory, but the first booster pack that I got that I remember, it was a Japanese Legend of Blue Eyes, and I remember getting polymerization as a holo in my very first pack at that time, so I was really excited about that. At the time I didn't realize that it was polymerization because the artwork was different, of course, than the artwork in the TV show, but I just remember, hey, it's a foil card, that's cool, I'm new to this game, I got my first foil. Guys, I remember after getting the booster packs, Legend of Blue Eyes was out, Metal Raiders was out, but probably what took the game further for me was when the structure decks, well, I'm sorry, not the structure decks, at the time they were the starter decks, the Kaiba and Yugi decks came out. That is when the game really started to click with me. That's when I really got into it. Getting a Dark Magician, the guy that you see on TV, you now have that guy, where he seems more rare in the TV show, and same thing with Blue Eyes White Dragon, getting to own those cards. That was really nice for me. You have spell cards, trap cards, and monsters that you're seeing in the TV, and now you've got them in your control. You get to be Yugi, you get to be Kaiba, or whoever the duelist was at the time. That was really nice to me. That's what really brought me deeper into the game. Summon Skull was at my disposal, Dark Magician was at my disposal, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then after that, probably the biggest release for me that really was like, hey, I love this game, was when the Red Eyes Black Dragon came out in the starter deck for Joey, because it was more accessible at that time than the Legend of Blue Eyes Red Eyes Black Dragon was. So getting to get that card, that was amazing to me, because I loved Red Eyes. I always liked Joey in the show as well, because I felt Joey was very relatable. He was not the best at the game, but he was, he still tried. He made an attempt to be great at the game, and he grew with time. So having, Red Eyes Black Dragon and having that connection and that relatability with Joey, the character, that was amazing for me. After that, I started playing, within my own home. I taught my little brother how to play the game. My brother was probably my first real opponent, like where we actually played by the rules, and he plays the game to this day as well. After that, once I got real confident that, I was going to be decent at this game, then I would play anybody. I never really had an opportunity to compete in a tournament when I was a kid. I did enter one tournament. I wasn't able to make it. It was all the way out in California, which I'd been in North Carolina at the time, so that just wasn't going to happen with a kid's salary, which is nothing. So that never happened. But, you know, I was taking on all challengers, you know, friends. I got my friend Eric into the game when he started playing. Oh my God, we played a lot. I dueled with Eric a lot. And kids in the neighborhood, kids at school, if you had a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know, in North Carolina, you were dueling whenever possible. It was going to be before school, during school, after school, on the bus, at the local park, at your house, my house, wherever. It went down in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it was fun. It was just as popular as basketball was in my neighborhood. It was just something that we did. I'll never forget when the Battle City tournament rolled out on the TV show and we were dueling for cards like the main characters were. We were dueling for the rarest card. I lost my very first Red Eyes in a duel. I did get it back from a kid in the neighborhood, but I remember losing my Red Eyes Black Dragon card. To this day, I don't have the original one. Somewhere in between where I left off in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my youth, I don't have my original one, but I do have another copy from the Joey starter deck that, you know, I had played with. Like, I've had that card for over 10 years, but it's not the original first edition one that I had gotten literally when they had rolled out the Joey starter deck. So that is one thing that's missing. If I could find out where that Red Eyes was and, you know, find out what kid has it, I would duel them for it and win it back, just so I can have that original one that I had touched back in my possession. But, you know, Red Eyes, my favorite monster. If you guys don't know, when Red Eyes was more attainable and more accessible, that was my card. That was my go-to. And then I remember my very first deck that had a theme aside from just strong beat stick monsters. It was a dark deck, and I still actually have that deck built, written down somewhere. I might share that with you guys one day. It's not great by today's standards by any means, but back in the day, dueling against the people I dueled against, it was, you know, it was pretty sick. So one day I will share that with you guys, hopefully. So that's really my early introduction into Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't really know how I kind of got out of it and took this long break of about 10 years, but I just know my early memories of Yu-Gi-Oh! Were great. It was fun. It was a fun game. Everybody liked to play it. There was no douchebags in the game back then. If they were out there, I just never met them, but everybody played to have fun. It was smiles, laughter, trading. Oh my God, I was excellent at acquiring the cards I wanted back in the day. So I was an excellent trader. I was good at the game in my neighborhood and at school. I know that means nothing today because I don't have any tournament accolades, but you know, hopefully I will get those accolades when, you know, my child gets older and when my work schedule allows. I am going to be getting a better job soon where I will start to have more weekend availability, so me and tournaments could be happening very soon. You guys could get to be a part of that and get to see that growth and that era of myself in the game. So be on the lookout for that. That's all I've kind of got for today. Just wanted to kind of talk about myself and how I got into the game, just so that you guys could get to know me a little bit better. So you're not just seeing my deck profiles or packs that I've opened. You get to see Golden Knight 27 as himself, Brian. That is my real name. My name is Brian. So you can address me as Golden Knight 27. You can address me as Brian. Either way is fine. I'm, you know, a real guy. I'm real relatable. I've got jobs just like you guys. I love the game just like you guys. So look forward to more discussion videos from me. I look forward to introducing more of myself into my videos. I've looked back and seen some of my videos, and I don't think my personality is kind of really shown as much in the previous videos as you guys are going to get ready to see, because I can be a character, to say the least. So I hope you guys are ready for that, and I look forward to this journey with you guys, and I can't wait to hear back from you guys. And as I always ask, you know, subscribe, like the videos, just so that I know, you know, who's watching that's enjoying the content. You know, my videos are getting views. I'm not getting as much feedback. I'm not getting as many likes, or even the dislikes. You know, the dislikes, they don't hurt my feelings. You know, dislike it if you don't like the video. I don't care. I'm going to continue to do what I'm going to do, whether you like the content or not. But, you know, it'd be really nice to see who's liking the videos. It'd be really nice to have that interactivity. So subscribe so then you can see more content like today's video. You can get to know me a little bit better. Plus you can get to see more pack openings, like the most recent one that I did, I believe, was a Shining Victories box opening. That was fun. First box opening that I did on this channel, so look out for more of those. You know, if I continue to get the support and continue to see that I have an audience, I will continue to produce content for you guys.